Our favorite characters from Madagascar are back and ready for a whole new adventure. Madagascar has always been one of those animated films that everybody likes. Adults like it, the kids like it.
And this is 3, not 7.
3, and the 3 is really a good one. It's in 3D. It's not 7, just like Greg said it was. You see these movies and sometimes you go, why did they bother to make it 2? Why did they bother to make it 3? This is one you're glad they made, the 3rd one. It's in 3D. Check it out.
I drop down, grab the penguins, and we are out of here.
Oh, let me drop down. I'll grab the penguins.
Enough! I'm gonna leave.
Initiate lockdown and get me animal control.
How do we move through Europe without attracting attention?
Wait.
The circus.
This train is for circus animals only. I don't trust lion. Hair too big and glossy. He's not lion. He's lioness.
This is awkward. Remember, we just lay low.
Just until the heat dies down.
We're invisible.
Marty?
Circus, Afro, circus, Afro, polka dot, Afro.
Really?
Move it!
I don't think the adults are going to get bored in this one.
No, they haven't. As a matter of fact, I know some guy asked one of the questions on this when you get a chance to talk to the actors, like, are they ever going to make an adult version? And Chris Rock said, oh yeah, I left a lot of adult stuff in the sound booth, but sometimes that does find its way out into the light, and then it's like, woo! But right now it's totally for the kids, it's family, for the parents that want to take the kids, the aunts and uncles and all that kind of thing. So anyway, talking to Ben Stiller and Chris Rock, they're the voices in there. You sort of recognize their voices if you listen real close. But we're talking about number 1, number 2, and how does number 3 rate compared to the others?
I don't even understand how it gets made, to tell you the truth. I know that there are people in some sort of a bank of computer monitors locked away in a dungeon for 3 years.
And it's hooked to Jeffrey Katzenberg's brain.
Yes.
So, from his mind.
That's the next DreamWorks movie. The Mind of Jeffrey Katzenberg.
Circus, Afro, circus, Afro, polka dot, Afro. Afro. Yeah, the Afro song is big.
I just did the Live with Kelly, and Jerry O'Connell was guest hosting. He started doing you on the show.
Oh, God.
And amazingly.
Really?
By the way, yeah.
Well, he's a big actor.
Yeah,
He's
and
on Broadway.
it's in people's heads, not children. It's adults, everyone.
So that's why they think this one's the best one of all. And Ben Stiller's kids have already seen it. They want to come back and see it again. Chris Rock's haven't seen it yet, so it's going to be fun seeing their dad do that.
Don't you think it's kind of funny they won't really ever do anything in an interview?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you just did it for the movie.
Yeah.
Are you just too cool in the interview?
Yeah,
it's very funny.
Yeah, so Chris jumped out there and did it. And the funny thing about that, I was working with John Ackerman, who's directing the show and does a lot of editing for us. And we heard that song, and it's like it gets stuck in your head for the whole day. You get crazy with it, So I think that's going to happen. Martin Short is also in the movie. He plays like an Italian clown kind of guy. Martin Short is a great guy, a funny guy, a Canadian who's had a great comedic career. And he talked a little bit about playing these characters, what it's like to do the voice work and that sort of thing.
My thing is that I've absorbed all these elements of my life, and then in a sound studio, when you're doing this, there's so much improvising and so much kind of, what do you want to try? You don't even know what's coming out, And that's why it's interesting when you finally see the film, when you're an actor in it, a voice actor in it, you kind of get lost. You forget that you're the person because you don't really recognize your voice, and you don't remember anything you said, and then they've done this brilliant animation. Get very energized, and you have to try it because you're trying things, and what they do is they film you, and often you'll do a sequence of and they'll say, we are using your movement as the character in the animation. The animators love that, and so it does become, that's how they try to get that's why that character, boy, why does he seem so much like Chris Rock? Because he's moving like Chris Rock. They're filming it. He's a very funny guy, and he plays a clown with an Italian accent. So here's a Canadian doing the Italian accent, so it's way over the top and crazy. And that's what's fun about this thing. The animals are out of the jungle, and they're in, populated Europe, the Riviera. So it's sort of grand and fun and crazy. It's in 3D. It's the kind of 3D that keeps coming at you.
Do you think it's harder for them to voice like a cartoon movie like that than be in a movie?
Well, you know, it's funny. Remember when Greg was trying to get you to do a voice right then?
Yes.
It takes you, say, like you can't find the voice.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you find the voice, and then once you find the voice, you sort of become the character.
Right.
And they all act like that's what happens to them. They find that character and they go back to it. Especially like Ben Stiller and Chris Rock were in this 6 years ago or whatever. How do you go back and find that voice?
Right.
Somehow that character lives in there, and you bring it back out.
That's crazy.
A lot of
All
fun.
right, good
Check it out. It's a
stuff.
good movie.
Yeah.